This is a big one for me because today I'm going to tell you hi, my name is Moneta. I'm disabled. So I first thought about being disabled back in 2018. Um, in April of 2017, I was diagnosed with asthma and I just kept trying to go, you know? I thought I just take my medication and everything's gonna be okay. In December, I had to give up basically one of my biggest contracts. So I asked to take 3 months off. And then at the end of the 3 months, I realized I couldn't go back to work because in December, I was just exhausted. I just couldn't do anything. Like everything hurt. They really didn't know what was wrong with me. I'd spent all the money I had trying to figure everything out. Um, in January, I had a colonoscopy. In I felt a little better, but I still could not travel by bus because when people wear perfumes and I'm stuck on a bus with a perfume, I get the asthma attack and everything hurts because I also have fibromyalgia. And I realized I might never be able to work again. So around June, I left my other job because it was like 1 or 2 days a week. It wasn't reliable and they were being disrespectful. I will leave a job fast if someone's being disrespectful. As much as I need the money, I need my soul, you know? I need my peace. I need to feel valued. So I decided to look up what it would take to be disabled. But I didn't think my doctors would be on board. So this is National Insurance Corporation of St. Lucia. They're like basically Social Security. So let's see what they say, okay? A person who is unable to work as a result of a specific disease, body, or mental disablement, which is likely to remain permanent. Um, so I don't know, like I don't know. And then it tells you what else you have to do to qualify and the rate you get. Um, so I honestly, I'm just getting bitten by mosquitoes. I honestly did not think my doctors would be on board with this until this last doctor visit when my doctor asked how I cope because I was not doing well. They were in the midst of cleaning up, which they have to do, and every time they use the disinfectant, I would burp, and it was a struggle. So um, yeah, I'm disabled. I gotta accept that. Why? Because I'm unable to work. I can work part time, but I cannot work full time anymore. I get really, really, really tired and I need days to recover. Um, and we're not even sure if it's just the fibromyalgia. The asthma means I cannot be in the presence of strong scents, and they're not likely to go away. So next, I want to look at, is that still, there we go. Yes, I want to look at, um, no, I don't want to look at this next. I want to look at this last. the CDC Disability. So it's basically saying something similar. And before I move that, let's talk about the fact that here it's called invalidity benefits. They're still using that language. I'm valid. I can do things, just not as many things as I used to be able to do. But we'll talk about all that later. Um, uh, so this place is the CDC, and it just defines disabled. So disabled affects someone's vision, movement, thinking, remembering, learning, communicating, hearing, mental health, and social disabilities. The only thing that isn't affected is my vision and my hearing. That's it. And let me tell you, we check that vision often. Um, and so this one says there's impairment, there's activity limitation, and there's participation restrictions. So I have both 2 and 3. Because for impairment, well, I have memory loss too, not like brain fog happens and it's bad. Like I forget things. um so it says disability can be related to conditions present at birth, um and other or just a second. Um, Conditions at birth, or um developmental conditions, injury, or long-standing um, condition. Okay, so it can be progressive, static, or intermittent. So I think I would be intermittent because some days I do okay. Um, so it continues on there, to talk about different kinds of disability. So like if you read this, you're not even sure if I'm disabled or not. You're just like, uh, but like if you look at the last part here, okay, let's go. Learning and applying knowledge. Some days my brain just doesn't work. Managing tasks and demands. I gotta do it how I can do it. Mobility, moving and maintaining body positions. Sometimes I can't sit for a while. I'm laying down right now because I'm tired and I just feel, but I really want to do this video and I don't mind doing it from here in my bed. If you have a problem with that, that's your problem. Managing self-care tasks. I stopped shaving my legs because it hurts to bend over. I sometimes don't comb my hair for days. Not because I don't want to, but because it hurts. Managing domestic life. Yo, what even is domestic life? I just learned to look at the untidy kitchen and just walk away from it. Um, that's a sticking point for me. People will be like, "Why you don't clean your room?" Like you do not understand. It hurts me to do that. It hurts me to bend over and pick something off the floor. It hurts me to sweep. It hurts me to do dishes. Like it hurts. And this is medicated. If I was unmedicated, I would just be stuck in my bed 24/7. Establishing and managing interpersonal relationships and interactions. We're not even going to talk about that. Engaging in major life areas. I know I have a friend who has fibromyalgia, and she can't, she really wants to go back to school to finish her education. Actually, I have several friends with fibromyalgia who want to go back to school who can't. And I can't work full time. Engaging in community, social, and civic life. I can't go to church because people wear perfume when they go to church. And perfumes give me an asthma attack. So, the CDC said you should improve conditions in communities by providing accommodations. How many people do you know would actually stop wearing perfume to accommodate someone else? I'm not surprised people don't want to wear a mask. They didn't want to stop wearing perfumes. Okay, now I want to look at this lovely article from WebMD talking about fibromyalgia and work disability, right? So they're saying people with fibromyalgia can work full time or part time, but the pain makes it difficult. And then, um, so, oh, that dress over there is nice. Okay, back over here. So then they're like, oh, you can manage it, control your daily stress. Okay, all right. So they're like, you should be able to work, you know, you should work. People with fibromyalgia can work. And they were like, openly discuss fibromyalgia with your boss and coworkers. I can't even read that. Okay. Ask your boss if you can take rest periods on bad days. Can y'all imagine somebody in like an Amazon warehouse asking for rest period? they, don't- they don't even want to give people, healthy people breaks to go pee. Oh, they're like taking a midday nap helps. And I worked in New York. Like I could have continued doing that job um, with whatever, because I remember after my surgery, um, when I just went back to work, I used to take naps in my boss's office. Like I came in one time because she's a breast cancer survivor, so she understood like needing to rest after surgery. And she came in one time and she found the light off and me laying on the couch, and she turned on the light and she saw me laying on the couch. She's like, you know what, go back to rest. And she turned the light back off and sat at her desk and continued working. Like with a boss like that, yeah, you can work. But how many bosses do you know are like that? Okay. So yo, this gets funny. This gets really funny. Um so they're like, ask for written instructions, and they like give you all these things, right? And this just gets funnier. I'll put the link below and y'all can see it. So like y'all can look at some of the things. Mosquitoes are awful. Y'all can look at some of the things there, and y'all can um y'all can let me know how many workplaces you know would actually do these things. And then I found this other article, and it's by the University of Birmingham. I don't know which Birmingham though. Um, Let me see. This do you see? My brain has been forgot why this was there. My brain has been really yes. Let's accept these cookies so I can see the whole screen. My brain has been really all over the place. Okay. Um, so it's Australia, I believe. Birmingham, Australia. Anyways, So this one talks, this is like a really good article, right? It talks about the different models of of disability. So the charity model is people with disabilities as passive victims, objects of pity. And that might be like one of the reasons I never really say I'm disabled is because I don't want to be an object of pity. I don't want, I can be a yoga teacher um, and be disabled. And then the medical model is like a problem that needs to be solved, you know? And it it doesn't seem like people are like, you need to cure your asthma. Asthma can go away. You need to cure your asthma. No, asthma can subside, but once you have asthma, it's for life. Like a big like, people just like tell me that I need to like pray away the fibromyalgia because there's a cure. Like they don't understand like chronic is chronic. It means forever. And then there's a social model that sees it as a social problem and it wants society to adapt and change attitudes. Um, so it might not, that social model might not work in developing countries. And then the human rights model um, that focuses on systems and the rights of people with disability. What kind of I'm getting tired, yo. How long have I been doing this? See, I'm lying down, but just reading the screen is making me tired. I'm gonna turn this off. Sorry if I'm in the dark, y'all. Okay, maybe if I put it here like this. Okay, we can do this. Hold on, there we go. That's a little better. Um, and then there's interaction model that kind of combines everything, and that one's a little cooler. And then the inclusion model. And I like this website. I'll probably spend a little more time here. Let me make myself bigger. And yeah, so like one of the things for me about accepting being disabled, even though I cannot do the things I used to do, is one, I look normal. So to say I'm disabled, most people, their idea of disability is something you can see. That's society, where society is right now, one. And the two is I have good days and I have bad days. Like I have days where walking is difficult, and then I have days where I can run a 5K. So like being able to run a 5K sometimes doesn't make me not disabled. um this is this is the start of my journey. um I'll get more comfortable with it, but i don't I don't know that I have the bandwidth to take the pushback that I'm going to get from this, to take the people who are going to tell me that I'm not disabled, because people invalidate your experiences in your body, um, and they try to tell you what you feel and what you should feel and what you need to do. And so that emotional stress turns into physical pain in my body. And so it's hard to say I'm a disabled person. So I'm gonna keep talking about it because it's my reality and I need to accept it so I can grow as a person. Um, But yeah, this is my disability coming out as disabled story. Um, you guys let me know if you're disabled. If you have any resources, share them below. Um, Emily Original and I will do a live stream. She does disability advocacy, so she is going to tell us a lot more about being disabled. And we'll do a live stream later next week, and look out for that. And that's it for now,
If
y'all.
you enjoyed my
Bye.
video, go ahead and give me a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Share this video with your friends so that they can enjoy my content too. And I'll catch you in the next video.